Hello, James here. Just want to make another video. Hello, hope you can be able to hear me. And I point out on the video earlier that people, they get criticized in this particular community, and which is the Jewish community. But a lot of people don't want to point out that how much wealth some of these people came from. That were they are descendants of the people of the Holocaust. And if you point something out, whether whoever you are, whether you're non-Jewish, then you consider anti-Semite for pointing this out. So this article is called Trendar, the 12 richest Jewish people. We're gonna start at number one. Lex Wexner is $6.1 billion. He owns brands. He owns some brands. Excuse me. He owns he had the Victoria's Secrets. He had oh, excuse me, sorry about the movement. I'm trying to straighten my camera out here. He owns Victoria's Secrets, and he's $6.1 billion. The next person we have, this guy's name is John Paulson. He's worth $7.9 billion. What does he own? He was first of all, he's born in 1955 in Queens, New York City, and he's an American investor, philanthropist, and as a hedge fund. He's educated from Harvard and business degree. His hedge fund, Paulson and Company, was founded in 1994, 2007. He earned about $4 billion personally. He has also made charitable donations in his career. Okay, that's nice, but what about the rest of the descendants that their ancestors come from? What about their descendants? Okay, these are guys and I know these guys have family members that were part of the Holocaust. Roman Abramovich, $8.8 billion. He was born. He's a Lithuanian Roman, rose from common mechanic to toy maker into oil oligarch. Roman is now a billionaire, politician, businessman, and investor. He is widely known across the geographic as the owner of the Chelsea football team in England since 2003. Roman's net worth is worth $8.8 billion. Once you see that, his net worth is worth. I'm gonna take this thing off. Sorry about the shaky camera. This stand sucks. Got this stand on. Come on, yeah, come on, big. There you go. So he's worth eight. He's worth 8 point. I'm just gonna have to hold it here. $8.8 billion. Michael Friedman, $14.2 billion. He was born in 1964 in Lviv, Ukraine. Has graduated from the National University of Science. In 1960, he is the second richest man in Russia. His net worth is $14.2 billion. He founded the Alpha Bank, a leading private bank in Russia. In 1999, in the year 1997, he collabed with Victor Vexenberg and Lynn Rafatik to buy a Serbian oil company, TNK, for US $800 million. In the year 1996, Friedman was one of the founders of the non-profit charitable the Russian Jewish Congress. Now, as far as the Russian Jewish Congress, Okay, but why did Russia, Ukraine, they they pretty much have the same faith, even though they live in different countries. We have Michael Dell Technologies. He's an American businessman. He's worth 20 billion, $0.6 billion. George Soros. Everybody knows George Soros is, right? $25.2 billion. He he he's parents came from Budapest. He's a hedge fund manager, a philanthropist. He got investments. Next person we have online, Steve Ballmer, 30 $33 billion. He was born in Los Angeles. His mother was Jewish. See, a Microsoft. And he was a fund. Now he's the, he's a member of the Jewish National Fund World's Chamber of Council. Look at that. But yet you have Holocaust survivors. Sheldon Adelson, 32.3 billion. This He's one of the richest men of all in Boston. He's worth billions. Sergey Brin, 40 billion. 1 billion. He was born in Russia. And his family moved to Los Angeles. And I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but he's one of the most powerful person in the world. Lawrence Page, 41 billion. He's the CEO of Alphabet Incorporated, co-founder of Google Incorporated, was born on East Lansing, Michigan, USA. Wow. So this is one of the, basically, he's a billionaire, Google billionaire. Mike Bloomberg, $47.5 billion. Everybody knows Mike Bloomberg is. He was the mayor of New York. Larry Ellison. So with all that wealth these gentlemen have, between all their wealth, they couldn't get a plane, and you got put their money together, even if it's a couple million to 2 or 3 million, to get the rest of the descendants of who their parents were in the concentration camps with some of these people. They couldn't get them out of the Ukraine. Very, very interesting. They are descendants of the people. Hear me what I'm saying. They are descendants of the people who were part of the Holocaust. And when someone point this out, they're considered anti-Semite. By pointing out their wealth, they're considered anti-Semite. But this here it is. I mean, this is the page. This is it. This is it. Tells you who they are, their families, where they come from, their background, their family background, their educational background, everything. These guys got billions. They all billionaires. These are just the billionaires. In different hedge funds, different companies. And some of them probably connected to a bloodline. They probably have the same. They're related. Some probably related in different cousins and second cousins and everything. This is it. So by pointing this out, by telling the truth, this is what it is. And you know that they they have a certain relationship with the state of Israel. Look at these men. Uh, these men 30 this guy 30.3 billion. Showed Allison 32.3 billion. Sergey Brin 41 billion. Not million, ladies and gentlemen. Billions. This Larry Page 41 billion. Mike Bloomberg 47 billion. Larry Ellison 54 billion. So that's your richest billionaires out of the people who are descendants of who were around their ancient ancestors or of the Holocaust. That's why I pointed that out. And when someone point this out, and point out the wealth, but get off the. So you have poor Christians. Some of them who are Christians, they are richer than some Christians off a Christian website. They are the richest Christian. They're richer than all the Christians. This ain't. That's a fact. So everybody pointing this out. This is a fact. You know who this is, right? You know who that is, right? That's the Rothschilds. They're billionaires. They own the planet. They're billionaires. So by you pointing out the billionaires, you anti-Semitic. You anti-Semitic by pointing out billionaires. But here it is. They're connected. They're all connected. They got 10 times the wealth that we ever will see in our lifetime. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not hating on them if they got it the right way. Hey, I ain't mad at them. But the doggone man, it's like Steven Spielberg network. He's a billionaire. All these folks, they're wealthy Jewish families. So when they say that, it's like, oh my God, you be anti-Semitic. So pointing this out is anti-Semitic. Uh, whoa, you see that? Whoa, you see that? Wow, wow, wow. But if you point this out, you anti-Semitic. Uh, you hateful. These are the richest men. 90 billion, 91 billion, 85 billion, 625 billion, 72 billion. Well, I guess they said claim that Mark Zuckerberg lost some money, but I don't mean nothing. This shows you who the elite is that run the world. And then we get this straight. So there's a video I show on my video. You got elderly Jewish people who was around when their relatives was in the Holocaust suffering. But with all these people None of them can help those people get a plane to get the people up out of there. The synagogue of Satan. You're looking at it. That's the elite. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that ain't too many non-Jewish people that got that kind of wealth. Very few. And it shut down the athletes because of a movie. Ron Dalton's movie was basically underlining what they were doing. So they tried to shut it down. The Hebrews and Negro, these people didn't want you to know about that. The people I just showed you, that's what the big deal is about with this Hebrew to Negro film. Because you point you out. And they lineage goes back to slave ships. Yes. Some of the elite people have slaves, their descendants have slave ships. And it go rich, rich, rich. Their wealth go way back to almost to the Bible. Where we got the Bible, but really come out of the Torah. But anyway, I just want to show you this, but I just want to show you where's the anti-Semitism when it's the truth? Why is it that people, being blacklisted when you're showing things like that? Why are you trying to get them off, stop their voice? This guy, he was Jewish. Epstein. He was a billionaire. He was a head fudge manager. What is about the truth that they're scared of? And people, all they gotta do is look this up. Don't take that long. All these people are wealthy. And some of these people, and it don't mean that, but these particular people out of the sector of the Jewish are wealthy. That's a fact. That's not being anti-Semitic for pointing that out. Guess what? He has a Jewish background. Dan Gilbert. So when you point this out, celebrities, ball players, billionaires, politicians, it is what it is. And some of them are connected to the bloodline. But what I'm pointing out is, why didn't they help out those elderly Jewish people with all their wealth put together, get a plane to get them out? That's all I want to, please answer me that. That's all I'm just pointing out. Please, I'm just curious. I want to know, with all their wealth, why can they not? This guy, he's an England patriot. He's Jewish. He have a Jewish background. These are billionaires. So when they practically say that they, with their billions, have the world locked down. That's the truth. Why are they scared of the truth? Why? Why do they have to suppress the truth? Why do they have to